All right, I want to show you how to use GMASS to send out a bunch of emails at one time to all your students using a Google Sheet of some sort. Here's mine that I've built for myself. The first thing you need is GMASS. So we're going to open up a new tab. If you have Chrome, open up a new tab and then click on the App Store over on the left-hand side and then click on the Web Store. Please disregard that bell. And then we're going to search for GMASS. And that's the one you're looking for. I've already added it, so there's no need for me to click on it and do it again, but that's it. So once you add it, then we're going to send some grades out real quickly. So the first thing I need some grades. So I use Delta Math. Now to protect my real classes, this is a fake account where I did a video last time with some teachers. Some teachers volunteered to sign up and do some things. So anyway, just in case you need to get grades from Delta Math, you would go to your student data, and then you would, as soon as that pulls up, you would pick out which class you want to do. I only have one here, so I'm just going to do first period and then download to Excel. So click on that and download. But so you could see more in your, it would be down here and you would click on it and it would pull up. So I've already have one downloaded from my other class, but I've replaced them with fake names. So I'm going to go over here to it. So this is what it looks like. So this is my third, fourth, and sixth period classes. And since they're all the same class, they all download at the same time, which is nice in Delta Math. But I want to put these grades in my grade book. So I'm going to click that very top left-hand box right there and copy, however it is that you copy on your computer. And then you're going to go to whatever sheet you've made, or if whatever you got, then you can paste it in there. But for me, I'm going to paste it right here for the sheet that I built, this grade book I built. This takes the longest converting from Excel to Google Sheets, combined with all the formulas that are on. I got about 12 tabs that make all this happen, so there's formulas everywhere, so it should be about done. There it is. And then since everything's highlighted, I go ahead and, for me personally, I wrap the text so that I can read the whole assignment right here. And then I just like everything to be in a box, so I'm going to box everything back in. So for my gradebook, if you've not seen this video already, I have Delta Math doesn't have a gradebook, so I made my own. And so all these assignments are averaged right here. But if some of these were tests, I can go mark them as a test. So I know this was a test, and I know this was a test. I have my assignments automatically highlight if it recognizes the word test. This is a test review. This was the test. So now I've marked my test, and now I get a test average. And so now all the other assignments are averaged, and my class average is my test average at 60%. So 60% of this and 40% of that gives me that average. So I have all my grades. And then, so now I'm ready to email. So I have my email student tab. I have another video if you want to see how I built this gradebook or what it all does. You might give you some ideas, but this video is mainly about how to use GMASS. So here's my email tab. And so all the grades on my gradebook side is going to pull off everything. Right now I have it like some students are missing 2 things. This person's missing none. For me, I built it so that I can filter out what I want to send. So for me, I'm going to email every grade that's failing, so everything less than 60. So if I want to email all grades, then I could just put in 100, because 100, nobody's going to have higher than that. So if I put in 100, then I can quickly, now it just changed, now I can quickly email out everybody all their assignments. So you can do whatever you want to. You can build whatever you want. But I'm going to email out all grades less than 60. And if I wasn't doing this video, I'd already be done and doing something else. But so we're almost done. So once you make your list, you need for GMASS to work, you need these titles across the top. You need an email title so it can find the emails. So that's important. Everything else don't really matter what you name it, but there needs to be one column that's named email, because it's going to search this sheet for that email column and pull that email off along with everything on that row that goes with it that you want to put in your email. So here we go. Let's build an email. So this is one I was doing earlier. Let me just delete that and start from scratch. Again, my email is terrible. All right. So here we go. You can see right there, I sent out 37 emails yesterday to one of my classes. and it took 18 seconds to send out those 37 emails once I load the email. So we're going to go to compose, and then in GMASS right here is where you have the 3 GMASS buttons, or a new feature. They've put it right here. I want to make this bigger so that we can see it better. So they've put it right there. So there's GMASS. So I want to create some emails real quickly through GMASS. I'm going to select that I want to use a Google Sheet. And then once it pulls up, I'm going to select what Google Sheet I want to use. So I want to use that Delta Math gradebook that I made. And then the next thing is, what tab do you want to email off of? So for me, I'm going to I email my parents and my students. So I want to email my students first. So I want to pull it off this email student tab. So that's why I named it that, so it'd be easy to find. So I want my email student tab, and then connect to spreadsheet. We're almost done. Fixing to send out 60-something emails. And if I wasn't talking and explaining it, I can do it in about 4 minutes. So anyway, back to it. I'm going to show you first how to make an email from scratch, and then how GMASS has this awesome tool that remembers what you've already sent. You can use it again. If I want to email something from scratch, I could say, let's say I want to put the student name there. So I can go to this GMASS down button, and I want to pull something off my Google Sheet. So I want to use the name column. So I'm going to click on name. It automatically copies it. Now I can paste it in there. So now what that's doing is, see how it says name? It's looking for the name heading right there. So you don't need to have anything named the exact same thing, or it'll get confused. So name heading, and it's going to pull off that name and put it in that spot in the email. And it's going to email it to that person. And it's going to email them those assignments. So anyway, name, and then I'll just do one more, just to give you one more example to look at instead of having to rewind. So let's say your class average is, and then I have that in my gradebook. So I'm going to go find the class average tab right there, copy it, and right here I'm going to paste. And it's that simple. And so I'll build a small email, a real generic email, but what it's going to do is going to pull Charlie's name, send it to that email, and the only thing I put in this email to send was to send their class average. So it's going to send a 96.02 right there. So I can put all these things that I want to in the email. Okay. So now the cool feature is I don't have to do that every time. That would take some time if you had to do it every time. Since I've already sent emails many times, after you build an email, GMASS saves it. So if I click on that down button, I can go up here to my previous templates, and these are the ones I send all the time right here, these two. So this one's to my students and that one's to my parents. So I'm going to click on my student one, and it's going to automatically put that email in there for me. I have it send the exact same email every time pretty much. It tells them how their grades work, what their class average is, test average, regular assignment average, their class rank. And then here it lists all the assignments that they're missing. Notice I put 1s through 42. You don't want to leave any of those off. If you have assignments, you go ahead and list them. Even though this person's not missing these, it don't matter. GMASS is going to run through this Google Sheet for everybody, so somebody might need assignment 3 or assignment 42. I don't have any assignments out here, but they're still listed in my email. What GMASS, it don't use it. So like for instance, if this person only has 3 assignments missing, then these are just going to go away, and the next thing below at the very bottom, like this right here, is going to get slid all the way up per student where it needs to be. So if one student's missing 20, it'll include 20 assignments, and then it'll move my signature up here to after that lesson number. So, but anyway, that's how you create an email, and then you're done. I mean, you just hit the GMASS button like you would the send button. I'm not going to do that because I made up those emails and I made up those students. So then I'd get a report on all the emails it couldn't find, and then I'd probably get flagged for spamming, phishing, or whatever, trying to just send out emails. So I'm not going to do that. But that's all you would do. So in reality, I can send out. I have 124 students. I send out individual emails to each student twice a week, and it takes me a total of 10 minutes because I have 2 separate kinds of classes. So one kind of class, 3rd period, 4th and 6th, that takes me a total of 4 or 5 minutes to send that one. And then my other periods are both advanced classes, and I can download those at the same time and send those in 4 or 5 minutes. So a total of about 10 minutes to send everybody out their own email with their class average and their missing work. And when parents get those emails, you're talking about maybe adding another 6 or 7 minutes to do that twice. So uh, it really helps out on grades when they get those, pretty often. That's the video on GMASS. If I can help you or answer any questions, just be sure to email me. Use my personal email so it's not flooding my school email. Use coachingtimesavers@gmail.com. Be glad to answer your question.